Hello everybody, Bogdan here and welcome to another weekly Import-Export Hub newsreel. So guys, as expected, unfortunately nobody added an HS code in my comment section of my previous video. No worries here, there weren't many views anyways. And maybe, I don't know, you're also a little bit shy, so I'll give it another try in this video. So please keep in mind that you can add the HS code at the 6 digits level anytime until next Friday in the comment section of this video. Of course, ignoring the products that were already covered by me. And here, don't worry, I will pin a comment with the products already covered. And guys, without anything else to add, let's start with the quiz question for this week. So prepare yourselves. Who was the largest exporter of fresh papayas in the world in 2020 in terms of value? And the options here are Guatemala, Mexico, or Brazil. And the correct answer is Mexico with more than $98 million worth of exports. And guys, with this freshly acquired information, let's dive into the news here. And of course, I'll begin with nothing else than the Freightos index, which is currently at $10,517. Again, a slight decrease from last week index, with big movers involving both the United States coast, and we have North Europe to North America East Coast index who jumped 2%, and North America East Coast to North Europe index who declined 7%. As for the sub-indexes, we have China to North America West Coast index at $17,970 and China to North America East Coast index at $20,825, both falling with 6 and 4% respectively from the previous week index. As for the crossways, China to North Europe index is at $14,703, and the index from China to the Mediterranean is at $13,121, both climbing 1% compared with the previous week index. And we see that on aggregate, as I've said a couple of weeks ago, guys, the Freightos index is declining. Of course, not at the big rate as the systems in Europe and North America experience different types of supply chain pressures. But nonetheless, the trend is downwards and it will continue this trajectory. Maybe, I don't know, just maybe at the end of October or early November, we will see another increase, but I think it's going to be a temporary one, strongly related to the holiday seasons. But anyways, this is my personal point of view. I am not a fortune teller, so we will wait together and see how the index will move. Now guys, moving on to the news here, I have one coming from the Sea Intelligence via BIFA, which is the British International Freight Association, and it's about the global liner performance report involving the schedule reliability figures up to August 2021. So basically, as you have expected, guys, for 2021, the reliability was a mess, hovering between 35 and 40%, which is much lower compared with 2020 or the previous years. And here it strikes me in this first table, I see some kind of pattern for the months of July, August, and September, as each month has lower reliability in relation with the previous one, and I'm really curious and of course wondering why is this happening. For sure, it is not related to the pandemic, as we didn't experience this in 2018 or 2019. So definitely has to do with something else here. And guys, if there is somebody from you who can give me a tip on this one, I will really appreciate a lot. As for the global average delays for late arrivals, of course, counted in days, well, as you can expect, the trend is upward. I don't know, from 6.5 days at the beginning of the year to almost 8 days in August, confirming the bottlenecks on the land side, especially in the United States. But also, on the other hand, in this article, we have the list with the most reliable carriers in terms of schedule reliability. And the most reliable one is the Dane Maersk, followed by Hamburg Süd. And on the third place, we have the Mediterranean Shipping Company. On the other hand, the three most unreliable carriers were Van High, Peel, and Evergreen, who are all below 20% reliability. So anyways, moving forward with the news, I have one about, guess what, papayas. As it seems that this exotic fruit, if you want, continues to rise in popularity in many countries, but unfortunately still remains a niche fruit for the most of the consumers, especially those that are based in countries that are not growers. This article practically covers the trends in a couple of markets like the Netherlands, Germany, Italy, South Africa, China, North America, Guatemala, and Australia. And basically for the European markets covered in this article, papaya is a niche and expensive fruit, at least for modern trade retail. On the other hand, for the North American market, papaya supplies come from southern Mexico, and it seems that the demand for this fruit in the United States is quite stable. So my guess is that this is not considered a niche fruit as is considered in Europe. And guys, I don't want you to take it the wrong way. I won't cover the markets of South Africa, China, or Guatemala. You have the link in the description down below if you want to, I don't know, deep dive a little bit more on see the average prices and lots of useful statistics. And I will move on to my next news concerning the Israeli Zim shipping line, who launched a new service connecting Asia with South America, providing a direct connection between these two regions with the following port rotation. So we have Dachan in China, Santos, Itapoa, Buenos Aires, and again Dachan. And we have a transit time of 32, 34, and 35 days respectively. As for the starting date of this service, according to the statement, it is already operational since the 24th of September. And with this news briefly being covered, I will move on to my next one, which is about the first Arctic container vessel for the Northern Sea route, which the Russian Rosatom State Corporation wants to deploy. The company expects to announce a tender to design the vessel by the end of this year. As for the costs, well, this is very much influenced by the design and the capacity, of course. And I don't know if you remember, guys, but a couple of weeks ago I've covered the Dubai World Port feasibility study for the creation of a hub in the port of Vladivostok. And well, guys, it seems that the route is becoming more and more attractive to the shipping industry, but unfortunately I didn't saw any move from the ocean carrier side. So let's not put our hopes too high until the big players come and join the game. I am pretty sure that they are conducting some sort of analysis and feasibility studies for this route, and for sure it's on their agendas, but the fact remains, if the carriers don't find this route commercially viable, I am afraid that we will have to wait a little bit longer to see this route, I don't know, thrive. But anyways, the northern route is, we see, attracting more and more the attention of the terminal operators, and I'll bet the shipping companies as well. Now we don't have anything else to do but wait and see how this will develop further. And until then, I will move on to my next news concerning Nike and its supply chain problems. As according to this article, it now takes Nike 80 days to move products from Asia to North America compared to 40 days before the pandemic, as the CFO Matt Friend said in the Q1 earnings call. Add here a little bit of compulsory COVID lockdowns in Vietnam and Indonesia, and you have the perfect recipe for a disaster. as 10 weeks of production have already been lost in Vietnam since mid-July, and it will take several months to return to a full operational output, again according to the same Matt friend. So guys, we have here practically two big problems. The first one is the production time that has been lost due to mandatory lockdowns, mostly in Vietnam. And the second one is the transportation delay for an industry that is highly seasonal. It couldn't get worse than that, and for sure they are not the only ones hit by these problems. Now, in terms of solutions, they are trying to find suppliers outside Vietnam, and of course to find ways to bypass transportation delays in order to ensure that products reach their destination in time. And guys, okay, when you're Nike, for sure you can find suppliers in China or Indonesia or Cambodia, I don't know. But even though you're Nike, I don't know how you will manage to bring the inventory in the United States with Los Angeles and Long Beach ports clogged as they are, unless, and this is a personal point of view, Nike together with other big brands from the apparel and footwear industry in the United States don't make some kind of syndication agreement in order to, I don't know, private charter a smaller vessel and bring the goods in the United States by bypassing the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach. It will be hard to find a vessel, as in case you forgot, MSC already bought more than 100 second-hand container vessels this year. Remember, building mods. But I'm pretty sure that they can find, I don't know, a Greek owner that can help them charter a small container carrier. And guys, joke aside, it is a really real struggle for everybody. But when you're Nike, I think you can come up with brilliant ideas and solutions. And I'm really curious to see what's theirs. But anyways, enough covering Nike and the problems that almost every importer or exporter is facing. I want to finish this newsreel on a positive note, and I want to remember you all that yesterday, so the 1st of October, we celebrated the International Coffee Day. And if you want to see some interesting figures about the imports of coffee in Europe, or who are the biggest roasters in Europe, and lots of interesting statistics, please visit the link from Eurostat. And guys, with this being said, my time is up. Thank you all for watching. I really hope that you've enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment in the section down below, and of course to smash those like and subscribe buttons. And as usual, until next time, keep your business safe. Thanks.